Hello, hello, hello. Yes, people, how are we doing today? Thank you guys for coming. Leave a like as we're rolling in, as per usual, guys. Got a pretty cool stream. I just kind of wanted to be quite chill today. Take a look at some charts together, give you guys some of my opinions. Towards the end, if you guys want me to have a look at anything as well, by all means, slap it in the chat, and I'll try and take a look for you. But yeah, I thought I'd just kind of keep it chill today. We're not even going to go through much news or anything like that at all. It's more just kind of diving in to the charts, seeing what we could find, see if there's anything we could do together. And yeah, just kind of take it from there. So I'll wait for a few more people to come in. And then, yeah, we'll dive straight into the charts and have a look because we have got a green day today. We'll keep it quite chill. And yeah, we'll see what happens, mate, as we go along. Good evening, Dan Jones, man. Thank you very much for joining. Please like the video, guys, if you have not already. And yeah, we will definitely just wait for a few more people to just roll in. We'll get started. Yes, Jay. I'm well, man. I'm well. I was feeling rough this morning. I can't lie, man. I woke up. I think it was the jab. I had the jab yesterday, the COVID jab. And like, I'm not here for like opinions or anything like that. If you're against it, if you're not, I'm one of them people. I just respect everyone's opinion. I'm not overly fussed, but damn, I was very, very bad this morning. And I'm just about recovering. My arm is absolutely killing me right now. I still feel hot, minor headache, all that stuff. But there was like a period between, what was it, like midday to like 4 p.m. or something. I was rough, man. I was just in bed the whole day. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better now. And that's why we're here. And that's why we're going to do a stream together and go through these charts together and see if we can find anything. But I'll tell you what, everything is looking pretty good. Yes, you know how I feel. I know. I'm feeling better now. Thankfully. You had all that last week. You had that all week since you had mine. All week, yeah. Jeez, man. Bloody hell. I mean, what time did you have it yesterday? Literally in the morning. So 10 a.m. in the morning, I had it. Arm started hurting last night. And then I woke up this morning and it just hit me like a brick, man. Like I ran into a brick wall. I did have COVID back in February. So, I was in hospital and everything. But this felt like if COVID was 10 out of 10, this was like a 2 out of 10. It felt like a baby COVID. That's how I like described it. I'm definitely feeling better, but those like 4 or 5 hours were mad. Seriously, I was not feeling great. It was just bringing back the memories from February, man. Because that was really bad back then. But yeah, here we go, man. I mean, you had it all week, Dan. At the moment, I've only had it a day. And right now my symptoms are arm is killing me still. But I just feel really hot and like lightheaded sort of thing. I suffer from migraine, so usually that's what gets me the most. But it's getting a bit better. Just got to keep on the paracetamol, innit? Keep on the paracetamol. You want the dip? You ready to pounce again? Well, to be honest, looking at all of these charts, right? Everything looks extremely similar. So all of these altcoins that I'm going to be showing you today, including Bitcoin as well, we'll do Bitcoin as well. They all look very similar. But the reason why I wanted to kind of show you guys what's going on is because during all the panic, while everything was kind of dipping, all of these altcoins actually came back and retested extremely important areas, which is very bullish. Areas that they should really come to touch. And they all held extremely well. And they're all bouncing extremely well as well. And you guys know me, I try to keep everything extremely, extremely easy and simple on this channel. So even the charts I'm about to show you and the technical analysis I'm about to do, is literally, as you can see in the banner down below, basic technical analysis. And that's literally what it is. A few lines here and there, want to explain and show a few things to you guys. So, you guys can just take it away and do it for yourself as well. But every time I do take a look at these charts and I just keep it extremely simple, I zoom out and I keep it extremely simple, it tends to just always work for me. And that's basically how I like to keep it. And that's how I'm going to be doing it for you guys today as well. You've been buying up XRP. Fair enough, man. I did buy some, I think it was like 3 days ago or something. Very, very good time. I think now is a good time as well. But XRP is one of the charts we're going to be covering today. So there's going to be a few. The charts that I want to cover today, and then at the end, you guys can, if you want me to look at anything I can. Like I said, they all look very similar anyway, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Luna, Matic, Band, and Cardano ADA. These are the ones that I want to cover. And I've kind of done something different on each and every chart just to give you guys an idea of how you can like analyze these charts very simply, but very differently as well, because they've all kind of got like their own story. And it's pretty cool because, yeah, although a lot of them have come back down to take a look to find certain areas of support, they've all kind of done it in like different ways. And it's just like every time I was looking, I was like, cool, what one should I take a look at for these guys? And I looked at it and I was like, right, like, yeah, it looks very similar. It's done something very similar, but in a very different way. And of course, I've tried to include some of the cryptos on there that have been leaders in the market, such as Matic and Cardano. Obviously, XRP, there's a lot of XRP fans in here. Bitcoin, of course, we got to look at. Ethereum, of course, we got to look at as well. And you guys know me, Luna is my baby, so we're going to look at that too. And obviously Band was one of the crypto pick of the weeks. So that's also one that I wanted to show you guys, because on that one, it's slightly different to the ones I'm going to show you. Stract, I'll try to cover that. Remind me at the end of the video, bro. And I will take a look at that for you as well. We'll dive into that one too. So yeah, guys, I am going to dive straight into it. What I'll do, I'll take a look at each chart. And then after analyzing it and showing you guys what I wanted to show you, I'll come back to the chat because I like to do it full screen for you guys. See if there's any questions and I'll answer it and then go from there. Like I said, so like the easiest technical analysis you will ever see, but effective because they do work, right? So yeah, let's just get straight into it, man. So obviously we're going to start off with the Bitcoin chart, and this is the 2-hour chart. And as you guys can see here, we were trending below this line right here, which would have been, of course, our resistance level. We obviously here, and you know, we just seem to have bounced back off it. It was like a perfect trend line, and we had our dip, and we've come back up. And as you can see here, we've actually smashed through our line here, and we've turned it into support now. So I found that extremely interesting. Of course, as you guys know me, I believe all of this is Wyckoff accumulation. If you guys have been watching my videos, I strongly believe that everything that we've done right here. So if I put that to the 4-hour chart and I zoom out a little bit, everything that we see right here is Wyckoff accumulation. We had our phase 1 where we had a capitulation, phase 2 around here where we found our resistance area and our support, phase C where we have our over here where we have our bear trap, where a lot of the retail investors would have been completely flushed out due to a scare and a dip. And I believe we are just in kind of getting out of phase C now, where we have just obviously bounced out, and we'll be entering phase D, where I believe we're going to start grinding our way back up. But of course, within phase C or phase B to C, we've obviously had a breakout of this trend right here, and we've switched that into support. So often whenever you see these trend lines break from resistance, because it was obviously clear resistance here, we've obviously now broken it, smashed through it with this candle right here, as you can see, and we've now come back and bounced on top of it as support, and we've now bounced above it. So that was really good to see. And then of course, in regards to the areas of interest, you know, you guys know exactly where I'm looking for, because I've presented it before. If I go onto the daily chart and I simply put our horizontal ray right there, right there, because that is exactly where we found big resistance when we were grinding our way up, and we came back down, and we were down here for about 2 weeks before we started grinding our way up. And as you can see on this candle right here, we completely smashed through it this time and took it out. And during this entire dip and consolidation that we have had with Bitcoin, this has been the area that we've kind of struggled to break. So we are literally just in an accumulation phase, Wyckoff accumulation playing out perfectly. And typically what you will see with Wyckoff accumulation at this point, typically, you know, would be something along the lines of this. We break out of it, come back to touch this level as support this time rather than resistance, and then, you know, we just start grinding our way back up. So I mean, that looks messy as heck, but it's basically what I am expecting. How long it's going to play out, I have absolutely no idea. As you guys know, and as I always say, timing in crypto is completely impossible. But it's good to obviously see that we have broken that trend. We've turned it into support. We have completed what I believe is phase C of Wyckoff accumulation. We've had our bear trap, and I believe we are just going to be grinding up now. So the next level I'd be looking at, until I start getting very excited for Bitcoin, would obviously be to break this area here, which lies about $42,000. So that's basically what I'm looking at for Bitcoin right there. Nothing too difficult at all. You know, we found that this was a Wyckoff accumulation, in my opinion. We found that we've broken a trend. We found our previous resistance where we've clearly hit a few times here as well and rejected off. So yeah, that's basically what we are waiting for at the moment for Bitcoin. So yeah, that's basically what I want to show you guys for Bitcoin. Like I said, if you guys have any questions at all about it, let me know. I am going to just try and explain everything as simple as possible. Yes, Mohammed, I'm good, man. How are you doing? Thank you very much for joining. And guys, let's get the likes up as well if possible. Pushes out to more people so I can help more people if possible. And if you haven't watched that tax video that I put out earlier today, please make sure you do. I know at the beginning I begin talking about the UK tax, but the whole video is to do with every country, because the website that I show you, which is Coinly, basically you could use it for every country. And I just wanted to put a slide in there about the UK because I'm from the UK. And I know a lot of people that watch me would be from the UK too. So if you haven't watched the tax video, make sure you do. Even if you don't have to sort it out now, make sure it's sorted for the future, because then all you got to do is resync everything. And then when the time does come, easy, your tax is sorted, isn't it? So definitely take a look at it if you haven't already. So the next chart that I wanted to be looking at for you guys is Ethereum. Now, with Ethereum, the reason why we look at Ethereum, yes, Bitcoin is obviously the king. Cool, we completely understand that. But altcoins tend to follow a lot of what Ethereum does as well. So it's extremely important we are looking at what Ethereum always does, right? Now, whenever I obviously took a look at Ethereum today, and one thing you guys always need to try and find whenever there is a dip or a correction in the market is always try and realize where our levels of support can be. Because if something is dipping, we're not always just going to completely crash. There's going to be areas where we are going to bounce off. There's going to be areas where we have to hit before we can go up even further. So basically, whenever these altcoins break out, there's always going to be a back test of something, right? And if there's a correction, we always have to come down to a certain point of interest until we actually realize what's going on. And in this point as well, we can see here that, you know, if there was a correction in the market, the area I'd be looking at for Ethereum to come back to and bounce off would clearly be this area right here. Because we've like built a base around this area right here. We obviously found resistance here as we were climbing up, came back down, and we didn't break that level again for about 2 to 3 weeks. Well, actually a month if you look at it like that. We didn't break this level for a month until we broke out of it and went. And even when we did, as you can see, we played around with this area for a while. So anywhere within this box, this area, I would have been looking for Ethereum to come, and it done it perfectly again. Correction one, when everything was scary and Bitcoin was going mental and it hit 30K, cool. Ethereum held itself perfectly within this range. Then we had another dip just the other day when Bitcoin went below 30K. And again, it held this area perfectly again. So in this case, Ethereum is looking very, very strong. And again, the same thing kind of applies for Ethereum, just like Bitcoin. The area I'd be looking for it to break would be that, because as soon as we did break below this level, you know, we bounced off it 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 times. So this for me again that's about $2,900. So for us to start getting excited and making movements for Ethereum, I'd be looking at that area. And again, you could even get a Fibonacci retracement in this case to find actual levels of resistance during this dip. So if you take a look here, what we'd be looking at, as you guys always know, the last level of retracements are the 618, the 702, and the 786. So if I make this bigger for you guys so we can take a look. So the level of interest I'd be looking at for Ethereum in regards to its retracement, I'd firstly be looking for it to break this area, which is in between the 382 and 50% retracement. And you can see the prices here if you ever wanted to look. Between 2,715 and 3,033, we've got an area of resistance right here, purely because we've bounced off it a lot of times. But realistically, for us to actually retrace properly, we want to get past the 618, the 702, and the 786. So the last retracement lot is at $3,805 at this level right here, this blue line. So ideally, we want to be breaking that, and that will give us a confirmation that we're going to start heading much, much higher. So again, that's another way you can take a look at certain resistance levels. But we found our support here perfectly. You know, we now know where our resistance levels lie. If we put that there and lay our Fibonacci retracement, yeah, that's basically where we're going to be looking at for Ethereum. Very important to take a look at, even if you're not holding it, simply because, you know, Ethereum, a lot of the altcoins follow Ethereum. So it's always good to make sure you're looking at what that does too. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've tried to make things as easy as possible. So any questions on tax, just let me know, guys. I've had quite a few come through, but I've tried to cover everything. But the thing is, Coinly is an amazing website. It calculates all your tax for you very quickly. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. A correction would mean a dip. So it's basically correcting on itself. Okay. So you've obviously got so many names for it: a crash, a dip, a correction. It could mean anything. So basically what we've had recently, Bitcoin has corrected itself. Everything has corrected itself. I don't like to call it a crash because a crash means it's basically all over. But I strongly believe it's not all over. So I call it a correction. That's basically what a correction is, man. So yeah. Anyway, the third chart that I wanted to be looking at is XRP. And the reason why I wanted to look at XRP is because I know so many people obviously hold it, people that watch me as well. I hold it myself. And the other day we were talking about XRP holding a very, very crucial level of support. And it was a support that we've struggled to, it was a resistance level that we struggled to beat for about 3 years, right? So 3 years we were held underneath this level. And then we finally broke it. And then the other day I was saying to everyone on here, right, I'm actually going to be looking for us to hold this level of support now, right? But in the end, we did actually break below it. So I wanted to take a look at that just to kind of give you guys a little bit of reassurance of what's going on now, right? So let me just bring up XRP for you. Here we go. So this line right here, so if I zoom out, this line right here would have represented our support level, which we had, okay? So this doesn't go all the way back on trading view. However, if we look at this line, which is at about 78 cents, this level was resistance for XRP for a good part of 3 years, okay? So 3 years we were held underneath this level. We hit it, got rejected, hit it, got rejected, and further back as well, we hit it another 2-3 times and got rejected heavily. So when we did break through it, see that candle there, massive candle, we absolutely smashed through it. We were looking to hold that level, and when Bitcoin did dip below, dip to $30,000, XRP did hold that level. We wicked below it, but we closed the day above it, and as you can see, it held that level very well for a few days. If I zoom into that for you, as you can see here, we closed above it, touched it, touching it up like crazy, right? But we held it, right? So then the other day it was here. I done the live stream and I was saying to everyone, cool, we've had a dip. I'm expecting this level to hold. And I would like it to hold as well because it was a 3-year resistance. It didn't hold. As you can see, we had a fat candle come down to it. No panic. All we had to do was take a look and see what levels we are ideally wanting to come back to if we can't hold that. And it basically done what we were looking for. This right here, as you can see, we've got quite a big base of support right here. So if XRP was to go down, we'd be looking at this area right here, kind of in between 50 cents and 65 cents. And yeah, it kind of done it perfectly as well. So thankfully we didn't break any more below it. Otherwise I probably would have been expecting XRP to come down to the 30-cent area. But it held it nicely and we bounced back above it. Okay, so as you can see, this is our area where I would have been looking, bounced perfectly on it, held this area very well. And as of right now, I'm kind of looking for XRP to close its day kind of above here, because as you can see here, this was held as resistance level 2. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. We are grinding our way back above it. If I go there, as you can see, that's where the candle actually closed. We are right on it. So, I'm hoping this can break above it. Then, of course, the next level for us would, of course, be that 3-year resistance again, which is at about 78 cents. Now, I do think with the way XRP does move, I'd like to see it do some kind of explosive move back up to, get to where we want to be, into like around these areas again. We just have to wait and see. But the way it is going at the moment, the way it's bouncing and recovering, it is going very well. We've had 2 days on a trot now where it's just been, kind of grinding its way back up. And if we go to the 4-hour chart as well, you can kind of see, we are kind of just grinding our way back up slowly. So we'll be looking at that area there. Hopefully by tomorrow or the next day. Well, tomorrow I'm doing a live stream. Next day I'm not. So hopefully by tomorrow we could take a look at it again and hopefully find it back above the 78, 79 cent level, more towards the $1 level. And then, yeah, obviously with XRP, you can place a fib retracement over it as well. just so we can find our actual levels of resistance. For those of you that don't know how to place a Fibonacci retracement, if I go to the daily chart, make it easier. All you've got to do is head over to this button here, click Fib retracement, go from your local top, drag it to your local bottom right there, and then it will give you your areas of resistance. So last level that we would kind of want to be breaking through would be $1.6. I think if we break that level, we're gonna probably see some moonage, man. Like XRP will hopefully start flying probably towards its previous all-time high, which is at $3.50. So yeah, that's basically what we're looking for XRP. It's a patient game, guys. It is a very, very patient game. And yeah, we just have to wait and see what happens, man. What tax? Profit straight into pirate token. There's so many ways that I've been hearing people, kind of like moving their way around it and stuff. I'm one of those guys that is just more straight by the book sort of thing. And they make it very easy. And I kind of believe that with the profits people are going to be making from crypto, hopefully big ones very soon. Yeah, I don't think the tax should be too much of a problem. In UK, we're 20%. And I think we're quite lucky because in other countries, it's a lot more. So yeah, but yeah, guys, if you haven't watched it, man, go take a look. Save the video for later if you really need to anyway. I will take a look at Pond for you towards the end. So just remind me when I'm done with these, all right? But the next one I wanted to look out for you guys, and I'm going to show you something slightly different, okay? I always say, and I've been saying quite recently, that in crypto, it's always 90% sideways, backwards. Like I said, Shaka El Neni FC, right? Sideways and backwards every single time. So 90% of the time is boring. It's sideways. It's down. We're no price action. But it's that 10% of the time where we get exciting price action, where you get a whole new influx of people joining the market. But people don't actually understand how much time you've really got to go through all of this boring price action before you actually make money. If people want to make a lot of money and they just came into the crypto market and they thought they could do it a week later, every single person would do it. That's why this market literally rips you apart, makes you go through the stormiest of storms ever before they give you your reward. And one example of showing you that, well, actually I've got two examples, but the first one I'm going to show you is actually Luna. Okay, obviously you guys know that I hold Luna. I've been holding it for a long time. However, with Luna, I wanted to just kind of show you guys a little something here, right? So this is the Luna chart on the daily chart. And as you could see right here, this 88 days, okay? So this, how long we had to wait until we finally got some amazing price action, right? 88 days until we finally started grinding our way back up. Okay, and then you come over here, we had another 27 days until we started grinding our way back up. And then if you actually take a look at how long our good price action actually lasts, so if we start going from here, cool, you got about 10 days there worth of price action. So 27 days, and then we get 10 days price action, right? And basically what I'm trying to show you guys right now is that, cool, although 90% of the time everything's boring, everything's sideways, nothing's happening, what comes after by showing a bit of patience is prices like that went from $7 to $22. You literally would have 3 times your money in just over a week. That's crazy. And some even more, seriously. So with this one, we had to wait 88 days, but if we go from when we really started seeing price action, which would have been about here, right? There you go. So if I can even move this even more, because if we waited that long, right, you had to wait 143 days, but then within 14 days you got that. So within 14 days you would have went from 85 cents all the way up to $8. Cool. You just 10 times your money in 2 weeks. But to do that, you would have had to have waited 143 days. So that's basically what I'm trying to show you guys. It's boring. I get it. We're kind of going through something very similar right now. But if you waited 143 days, within 2 weeks, you would have you would have 10 times your money. Then if you waited another 27 days, you would have made another 3 times your money. Do you see what I'm coming from right here? At this point in time, Luna has been going sideways for 32 days. You've seen the type of price action that Luna can produce. And this goes to a lot of other cryptos as well. but you can see the type of price action you can get just for being patient and how rewarded you actually get. At this point in time, we've been going 33 days sideways, absolutely no action for Luna. And to be fair, if you wanted to kind of go from the top to where we are now, we have not made a new high in 95 days. 95 days, Luna has not made a new high. Okay. We are in a bull market. We just had a correction. Okay. We are coming out of that correction now. I believe we are literally at the end of it. And soon we're going to start seeing some proper fireworks. Not financial advice, but I'm expecting July to be a great month. So with things like this, just to get back to its all-time high at $22, you know, you're already like 3-4 times in your money just for Luna. Then it's going to go on its actual run. And, you know, literally, the sky is a limit for Luna, man. The sky is a limit. If it could do that kind of price move, and if we even take it, so if we go from that 90-cent level and we take a look and see how far it actually went up, let's have a quick look. Cool. 2,187%. Okay, well, let's take that 2,187% and go from where we are now. If it does a similar move to where we were back then, 2,100, cool. We'll just leave it there. You're looking at over $100 Luna. This ain't no joke, guys, because I wanted to present this to you because, again, I've been speaking to so many people recently, people that I've been helping out, and it starts getting extremely frustrating for people like yourself because you understand that you're trying to help people, but they don't get how long it can actually take, and then they don't believe what can actually happen. I've been through it. I've had to hold. I went 9 months with absolutely nothing, right? But then what came with that? It came with family, girlfriend saying, oh, didn't you say that was going to go up like a month ago? Yeah, but it's going to go up. It's going to go up. Don't worry. Another month passes by. Nothing happens. Oh, didn't you just say it's going to go up a month ago? Then you start helping people and then they're like, oh, how is that going to go up 300% just back to its high? And you're just sitting there like, bro, if it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. Everyone would be millionaires. If I knew, right, that I could have taken profit from Luna at $22 when I was at my highest and moved all of that profit into bloody Dogecoin, you think I would have done it? Of course I would have done it. But it just goes to show how important it is for people to hold in this market. They called it hodl, hold on for dear life. They don't say that for no reason. They say it because patient is key. Holding your coins is very, very key, right? So just be patient, guys. Is coming. We've had our bottom. I fully believe that Bitcoin has bottomed out. Okay, we've had our bottom. We're now going to grind back up. And I've stayed true to my word ever since I started this channel. Ever since I started showing the charts, I said to you guys, this is what I think is going to happen. This is actually what did happen. And now we're kind of grinding our way back up. And I ain't saying next week we're going to be flying. No, I'm saying even if we're going to have a bit of volatility for the next few days or week, I personally believe that in July at some point, some kind of fireworks are going to start coming through, man. You know, you've even got August, September. Cool. We'll see what happens. But, you know, there's fun times to come. And just holding for a while, no matter how long it takes, it's going to benefit you. So that's basically my stance on holding and being patient. That's how important it is. And people that do start moaning and start chatting rubbish to you, even though they're not educated, try and educate them. If they still don't believe it, dude, you've done your best in it. You've done everything you can. You do it for yourself in the end. I'll do it for myself. I'll do it for my family. I'll do it for everyone now because I was doing it for everyone, but then I started the YouTube channel. Now I'm doing it for even more people. So yeah, but there we go, guys. That is basically what I wanted to show you with Luna, and it kind of goes to the same with Band. This is Band right here, guys. Right? Can you see that? Yes, you can see that. Let me just go back to it. Look at Band. 321 days. It's been stuck in this zone. Okay. Yes, we have had big rises, big drops, but I just kind of wanted to point out that, you know, between August 7th and where are we now? And obviously today, June 24th, you know, we've just kind of been bouncing around the $20 mark to $5. It's just been bouncing around, but we haven't seen a big breakout onto new highs, right? You know, something completely brand new, just like it done here, just like it done right there. Because as you can see, with something like Band as well, if we take a look at the date range, if we go from let's say from here, from when it was kind of listed on Binance, right? We were stuck in this range, because I'll even take that up to there, right? Let's make that bigger, because I want to include all of this, because, you know, this isn't amazing. This isn't fun, right? We want fun. 283 days we had to wait. But then what came after that? We had that. Okay. We then have 34 days of fun. 283 days we had to wait for, here we go, price range. Gotta go higher. For a 1,531% move. There you go. In a month. So 283 days of basically nothing. Cool. These are great. It's not that though. It's nothing like that though. And at this point in time, 321 days stuck in here. What do you think is going to come next out of things like this that have just been having low consolidation for such a long time? You know what's coming next, man. Bullish. This is so bullish. And to me, when you take a look at it on the bigger picture as well, and you understand, let's take all of these date ranges off and price ranges. You take a look at it again, right? Cool. We've had a massive dip. Where did it dip down to? It dipped down to this level right here where we held right there. We've held it again. This was a level of when we were like completely breaking out and trying to make new all-time highs. You know, we came back below this level, had some volatility here, dip, held. And that dip was nowhere near as bad as what we've just had recently, but it's held itself perfectly again, and we're grinding our way out. So not only have we been in here for so long, it's held itself perfectly. It's looking so strong, and you know, you could fully expect BAM to just start making new highs again. Again, just my opinion, but to me, even something like that, it is looking very, very good right now. Dan, your life is all over. Why is it all over, my man? Why is it all over? You got to ask your girlfriend for more money again, like you were saying on Twitter earlier. We've all been there, innit? Where you go to your girlfriend, you're like, babe, just send me like 200 quid. I'll make that into like 97,000 next week. I've done it. I do it all the time. I still do it, man. Every single time, man. To be fair, I have made her a little bit, but I completely get it, man. Just I've probably been up to my girlfriend like 3-4 times when I ain't got no more money left because everything's in crypto. I'm like, babe, come on, man, like, because she's got like most of her cash in like a help to buy ISA savings, earning absolutely nothing. I'm like, just give it here. I'll make that like 5-10x very, very soon. And every time she's only giving me like a few hundred here and there, blah blah blah. I'm like, but just send it all over. But yeah, we've all been there, man. We've all had to ask family members or your girlfriend for cash. Just the way it goes. If you haven't, then you're weird, because you definitely should have. Long days waiting for a quick spike. Yeah, it is ages, man. It's ages. And, you know, it is only those that are patient. It is only those that hold. They're the ones that will be rewarded. Otherwise, like I said, everyone will jump into it. Everyone would do it. If it was that easy, you got to go through hell in order to get what you want. Honestly, yes, I've got an amazing story. I've paid my parents' mortgage off and everything else, but that's great. But geez, people don't know what I've had to, you know, go through and hold through to do that, including things like the SEC over XRP's head when we went from like 60 cents down to 17 cents and stuff like that. I thought it was all over, and it was loads of other things that I was buying as well. And you know, things were just boring. They're constantly on my back saying, didn't you say that a month ago? Didn't you say that 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago? Like, yeah, I said it, but just wait. Like, I don't know what else to say. Timing is impossible. So if you're ever telling someone to invest into crypto, you're ever recommending something, just recommend it, but never give them a time period, ever. Okay. You can tell them what you think's going to happen, but don't tell them when you think it's going to happen. Wrong idea, because I've had to go through so much bollocks to get to where I was, and you know, arguments and everything else. But we won't get into that, man. We won't get into that. Your next buy will be Luna. Yeah, bro. I don't blame you, man. I collect my rewards nearly every day, every week, and I swap them to Luna, man. The staking and everything else. Guys, like the video if you haven't already, please. We're gonna take a look at 2 more charts. And then yeah, I'll just see if you guys have any requests, and then I'll have a look at those as well. Is on Binance, I'm assuming you're saying on Binance, is there a way to find out what you brought a coin at? Yes, there is. I actually showed it in one of my videos. Let me go to Binance. I can show you my phone right now. because some other people might not actually know. What you want to do is go to your homepage right there, click more right there, go to orders, click orders, and then go to order history in the middle. I haven't got something from Binance in a while, but then what you want to do is basically click the calendar in the top right. When you click that, just kind of input your dates. So I'll just do that. Then like loads of them come up, right? Then just literally click on one and it will show you all the information there of how much you filled it, what you filled it for, the price, how much you brought, how much you spent, the fee, the day, the time, everything. Everything's on there. So yeah, everything is on there if you wanted to find that out. Yeah, so the next chart I wanted to look at, the last two are basically coins that I consider leaders in this market. And it's important to identify who the leaders are because they'll obviously they'll lead. They'll lead the way for people, for other coins. It will give you an example of what they could potentially do. Because if there is a coin completely breaking out, making new highs, going mental, then why isn't everything else? There's a reason. And usually whenever that does happen, it will be during a bull run. When we're in a bear market, cool, you might have little pops here and there. But if something's completely going crazy and it's one of the big coins, such as Cardano ADA, like we're going to be looking at now, it's always good to find out what they're doing. Because when I got into crypto, I held Cardano. I brought it at 3 cents. I ended up selling at like 15 or something. But yeah, Cardano has been a massive leader in this market. So let's take a quick look at Cardano. And I find it pretty interesting with what it's doing right now, because here you go. This is the daily chart. Cardano, you know, it didn't really dip too badly. It went down like $1 or so, but it's held itself really well, which is good to see. It's obviously firstly held this area right here. Even if I put that there from where it closed, why is that dotted? Ray. Yeah, so obviously that is the area you kind of want to be looking at. And if you take a look at it, I didn't even mean to do that, but it does look like a falling wedge. At this point right now, it's been fighting this trend. We hit it there, and literally right now we are hitting it too. So ideally, you want to kind of break above it. It looks like the Bitcoin chart. So this is the Bitcoin chart. This is basically what I had on screen very first, right? When we first started the stream. It is looking a little bit like this. There you go, where Bitcoin was kind of not a perfect line, but it was trending below this and we broke above it. And then now we obviously use it as support and now we've bounced. Geez, Bitcoin is above 35,000 now, guys. That's good to see. But yeah, Cardano is literally doing the same. We're trending below it. Okay, it's finding it as resistance. I fully expect this to break out, come back and touch it as support and go up. Literally just like what Bitcoin did, you know, trending below it, broken above it, come back and tested the support, and we're going to start breaking our way out of there. So hopefully Cardano can do this. It'll kind of show us the way. And it seems like we are in a falling wedge right here. I didn't even mean to do that, but that does actually make sense because it seems like we are about to break out. Bitcoin's obviously broken out. Looks like it's doing the exact same thing. Cardano looks like it's getting tighter in there. It looks like it's about to break out itself as well and hopefully go on to make new highs. So that's basically what I was looking for with Cardano. And then the other one that I wanted to take a look at, the last one, was Matic. And it is something extremely similar to, because these guys have literally just been leading the entire market, right? And yeah, Matic seems like it's about to break out too. This just has a simple falling wedge, very similar to Cardano, to be honest. And it's getting tighter and tighter in there. And I do expect that to start making its way up and hopefully make new highs there too. But, you know, you can kind of see how well Matic has done. I brought Matic at around 3 cents. It was here. I brought Matic there. I ended up selling it over here. Literally that spike right there, I sold my Matic there. So I brought it here, held it there, made a lot of money, thank God. Moved it to other stuff, but yeah, didn't think it would go on to do that. But there you go. I mean, you could even take a look at Matic. Even when it did consolidate, it consolidated for 49 days. And then when it did break out, we had a breakout for 2 days. No, not even that. Let me take that away. That 2 candles, yeah, 2 days. Don't even need to put a chart on there, right? 46 days sideways, 2 days we broke up, made new highs, right? And then again, you had it again. We had 16 days sideways, 4 days we broke up. Like I said, guys, 90% of the time sideways, boring. And you could even see on a smaller time frame on something that was so bullish. 46 days sideways. And you've even got examples like down here. Look at that. Imagine doing that. Take it from there, go all the way here. 339 days sideways, but then boom, we had a breakout. We went from where I bought it, 3-4 cents, all the way up to 53 cents. So you would have made 10 times your money in. So after waiting 340 days, 29 days later, you would have made over 10 times your money. It just goes to show, guys, holding is key. Holding is very, very key when it comes to crypto. Oh, geez, man. Starting to like feel unwell again from the jab and stuff, talking too much. Oh dear. Actually, Scott, I saw you say something about Spark. When is that? When did you say it was? Spark to be released 9th of July. Jeez, I cannot wait for that. I don't hold as much XRP as I used to during the snapshot, but man, I held a lot back then. So I'm hoping it does happen on that day. I'm looking very much looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. You don't like dark mode, bro? I get migraines, man. So I have to have it on dark mode. That's the only reason why. MIR seems to be on a falling wedge. It may well be. MIR, good that you said that, Dan. Is releasing volume 2 tomorrow. So for those of you that don't know what that means, basically MIR and all of this app and everything else, Mirror Protocol, it was obviously whenever you release something, it's volume 1. Volume 2 is like the complete, fully upgraded version of it, which is so bullish. That's being released tomorrow. So if we see some good price action from MIR tomorrow or in the coming days, you know why, man. MIR is amazing. It was one of my crypto pick of the weeks, guys. So definitely take a look. Yeah, man. Let's take a look at Pond for you. Haven't looked at Pond in a while, so let's just have a quick scour over to it and see. As you can see, this was all from way before what I was looking at. Okay, that's the daily chart. Let's have a look at the 4-hour chart and just kind of see if it's doing something similar. And as you can see, they are all so similar. It's so similar, guys. Look at that. It looks very clear to me. Well, actually, if we take it like that, there you go. We had a breakout there. And yeah, Pond has clearly broken out after such low consolidation for so long. Look at that. So yeah, it's good to see that Pond is breaking out. But yeah, in regards to Pond, there's not really too much you could do with it. And the reason for that is because it is a relatively new coin. And as you can see, there's not much data that we've got going on right here with Pond. So it doesn't go too far backwards. However, I am very bullish on Pond. The one thing that I can see on this chart is that when we did have our initial correction, we did come back right there and we did wick above it, but we never managed to close above this level. This is the level that it found support on when it first got listed, and obviously we had a bounce right here. Clearly that bounce was used as support. Look, you could kind of tell whenever support or resistance is broken, you get a fat candle either smashing above it or smashing below it. And we completely destroyed that there, just like every other coin did as well, to be fair. When we came back up, we obviously tested these areas. Pond being a very low market cap coin, it can be extremely volatile, hence these wicks. However, we never managed to close above this area. So that area is a very, very good area to be taking a look at, which lies at 11.5 cents. So 11.5 cents is kind of the area you want to be looking at if you're holding Pond, for it not only to break above, because we did break above it there, but to close above it. This is the daily chart. So you want a daily candle to close above 11.5 cents. So that's basically what you're looking for Pond. And I've got no doubt in my mind that that will hopefully happen very soon for you, my man. So that is Pond. Oh, he can't see the tweet. Joker. Let me do it again. Let me do it. Look how hot my face is getting. Here we go. Here we go. Round 2. Pond. Let me say all that again. This level right here was obviously support for Pond, as you can see when it first got listed. And again, we don't have much data because it was a recently it's a recently new coin, relatively new coin. Okay, what we could see here is that yes, we are breaking out again. This level was obviously support back then. We bounced above it perfectly and went above it. What I was talking about in regards to the candle, look, you could tell whenever there's a support or resistance broken, we either smash above it, or in this case, we smashed below it, as seen there. We've obviously come back round and we have tried to break above this level. We did wick above it. Pond being a very low cap coin can be very volatile, hence these wicks. But we never managed to close above it. Okay, so what we're looking for Pond, let me just double check you can see that, so I'm not chatting at my ass again. Yes, you can see it. Happy days. Let me go back to it. Yeah, what you want for Pond, guys, if you're holding it, as you can see on the side here, 11.5 cents is the area that we're looking for, where that previous support was and where we found clear resistance again. Wicked above it, haven't closed above it. These, see where these close, these candles, that's what you want. You want it to close above this level. But like I said, no doubt in my mind that Pond will start grinding its way back up and eventually close above it and go on to make new highs. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. I really should have taken a look at the screen before I done that. I've done that a few times, man. Look at all of you can't see the screen. I can't see the screen. I can't see the screen. Can't see the graph. sorry. I won't do that again. I apologize. Big up to now. Finally joined the crypto gang. Bought some Luna and Band coins. Happy days, man. Good for you. Good for you. Let's have a look at Strax. Yes, let's have a quick look, man. Let me make sure I've got it on the screen this time. Here we go. Here we go. Strax. Boom. Yeah, so similar, isn't it? Everything is so similar. So again, man, even just with Strax, first things first, you know, we'll draw a little trend, and as you can see here, Strax has broken out of his trend and we're currently trending above it, meaning it does look like we are going to close above it. So it is looking very bullish. What I can see happening with Strax right now, bro, is that, you know, although actually, let me take this to the 4 hour chart just so it looks a little bit more clear. Okay. Oh, sorry about it. 1 second. Just clear this up. There we go. Cool. So 4 hour chart. Yes, we've broken above it. As you can see, we broke above it quite a few times, but we didn't manage to close above it. We had an instant rejection again. Big wicks coming out of it again. So clearly people are buying, you know, clearly people are buying, but this time around, with the way the market is going, I am expecting that to hold. What I would like to see it do is do something similar to Bitcoin, coming back down to retest this level as support. So don't be surprised if you see another minor dip in Strax before you start heading your way up, just like ADA, just like Bitcoin done. Okay, so it is just looking extremely similar to all of them. So many of these coins are looking very similar, but it's good to see that Bitcoin is now around these levels and kind of grinding its way back up, because yeah, ADA should hopefully follow. Strax looks like it's about to follow too, and so many of the others are. So yeah, breakout of the trend we have had, hopefully a back test and then go back above. And then in regards to looking at levels that we kind of want to get to, yeah, that area there is definitely of interest to me. I don't personally hold Strax, but if I was to, you know, I'd be looking at there. So if I bring that across, as you can see, we've had quite a lot of you know, we've built a base. And that's what I like to say. We've built bases around these levels, right? So in here, coming back towards the 2.4 to 2.9 or the $3 area is where I'm kind of looking for it to get to before we start maybe playing around a little bit more, and then heading further. If we get the fib retracement out, let me just clear that off. If we get the fib retracement out, go from our local top to our local bottom. That wick actually perfectly slammed on the 0.236. So you can see that's actually been a proper level of resistance there. So to be fair, first level we're looking at is that 83 cent level for it to get past. But then in regards to your final retracements, you kind of want it to be going towards a 3.78, $3.50 level before we start making highs. So you want to clear $3.8 really until you can really start becoming more bullish on it and saying to yourself, cool, now let's start grinding up. So yeah, that is Strax for you. Please tell me you guys seen that. Yeah, I can see it. I keep getting scared because when I put it full screen, I'm on the other screen doing the graph and everything else. So I can't actually see what you guys are seeing. So I want to make sure it's on. But yeah, guys, is there anything else you guys wanted me to have a look at before I call it a day? Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please like it. I want to do more of it. I'm going to try and make Thursdays chart day. So yeah, Thursday chart day, we'll just kind of take a look at the charts again, see what's going on. If there's anything you guys want me to have a look at. Like I said, for those of you that don't know, I am not a trader. I am not a specialist. I'm not a pro in any of that. Dude, I use the simplest of tools on graphs and charts. just to take a look for myself to see what's going on. But the good thing is, a lot of the time, it's just good to keep it simple, because it's all about just understanding levels of resistance, support, and all the basic stuff. Because at the end of the day, that's all you really need. If it's broken out of a trend, if it's broken out of this, if it's broken a support or resistance, keep it simple, guys. And that is basically what I do. I don't go all in like these other guys do and start banging out like I ain't cussing these people, by the way, because obviously it works for them. But if you go to indicators here, people start busting out the Bollinger Bands. I do like Bollinger Bands, or like these right here. Your charts start looking like that. And if I was to start explaining stuff like this to you lot, I don't even get it. And, I don't think half the people would appreciate it either. So would you rather see stuff like that? Or would you just rather see, oh my God, what is going on? You can obviously tell I don't use all this rubbish. Take that off. Look at this, man. Why would you want to use stuff like that? Here we go. Hide that. Or would you rather just want to see, get off my screen, boy? Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of that tab. Don't know what's going on there. That looks better. Look at that. That looks so much better. So much. All I've got is a line here. But look how perfectly that line worked. We found our resistance level. I don't get it. Do you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's as simple as that, man. Simple as that. Only really been in it recently, messing around with it, and my mate told me about your feed. So informative. I have already seen things I have redone wrong. Cheers, man. No worries, man. That's what I'm here for. I'm just trying to make things simple. I'm a simple guy. I always say, I always try to present things to you like I would have liked it presented to me when I was new. When I was new, I had nothing, man. I had to learn everything myself, and it took me ages. So hopefully you guys are able to learn everything a lot quicker. And like I said, I ain't out there showing you the most, man. I'm just keeping it simple for you. But as you can see, these simple things do work sometimes. Zoom out, find your levels of resistance and everything else, support, and then just realize what's going on with the coin. Have a look what's going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum and leaders like ADA and Matic, because they all tell a story about what's going on in the entire market. So that's what you got to do. Look at the king, Bitcoin. Look at the king of altcoins, Ethereum. Look at the leaders, Matic and ADA. Look at coins that have big history, such as your XRPs, your Litecoins, and all of them lot. Because then that way you can really understand what is going on with the market. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I think I'm probably going to end it there, unless someone's got a question or anything like that. Like the video, guys, if you haven't already. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll do this every Thursday. Like I said, Thursday chart day. We'll just kind of chat about everything. Anything you guys want me to look at, I will. And I'll kind of just bring up certain charts here and there just so we could take a look and see where we are. But hopefully in the next few days, guys, we'll start seeing some better price action. Well, I say a few days. I'm looking more into July. July is the month where I'm starting to hopefully hope that there's going to be some kind of good price action all the way through to September as well. So July, August, September, I ain't saying it's going to be up. Of course, there's going to be dips and corrections along the way. But ultimately, I'm hoping that our alt season is coming. We're towards the end of this dip accumulation phase of Bitcoin. I feel like we are out of there. I personally believe the bottom is in. Personally believe the market is very bullish. And I personally believe that we are going to be grinding our way up much higher very soon. So on that note, people, I am going to end it there. If you've liked the stream, please like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate you guys as always. You always make these streams so much easier for me. I ain't gonna look at Shiba coin, bro. You plonker. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And again, if you haven't watched the video about tax, have a look. Got another video coming out regarding portfolio tracking to make sure you keep yourself organized. Watch that when that comes out as well. Otherwise, guys, I will see you very soon. Take care.